the electric blue, the sleek gray. All of it comes together with geometric patterns and shapes that'll technically turn you on.
This is the best.
Watch the train as it comes to the station. Watch it as it powers up into the maximized oil rig.
So stupid.
It'll technically turn you on.
Turn you on. I don't think I need to change category. It's not that big of a deal. I don't believe. I love that Berrybot is doing this now. Yeah, I know. Berrybot's taken over. We're all good. So this is, yeah, it is still Drax. This is a promoted segment. I'm being paid for this. Hashtag ad. Bless me. I'm very cautious about my brand partnerships. I don't take them. I generally just don't take them because I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable. But this one really struck my interest. So I thought I would go ahead and take it because I do this full time and I'm a poor college student in my brain. So I went ahead and took it, and part of the paid sponsorship came with a little bit of a trial for Skillshare. Exclamation mark Skillshare. You'll see a link that'll bring you to Skillshare.com with my personal link. It'll give you a 30-day free trial. It's really fucking cool. There's all kinds of stuff. Honestly, when they were talking to me, they're like, we're kind of new to Twitch. We're not really, fully in the space. So we're just kind of testing the waters. And I was like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense for Twitch. It honestly does. Thanks, Mac. Because there's so much shit in here for people who are doing video editing. I'm going to actually do one today. That's for Canva. Basically you can go through the library and see what classes you can take. They're like 30 minutes to an hour. Some of them are 4 hours long. You can see reviews of the classes, and take all kinds of different things. So it's like, what kind of skills do you want to learn? Skillshare is great, right? It's so cool. So let me just show you guys real quick. I've been going through and saving a ton. I'm going to take a ton of classes. I was joking with my partner about this. Like, people all my life are like, what would you do if you won the lottery? I was like, I would probably go back to school. I would honestly probably go back to school. I've always said that. If I didn't have to worry about money, I would probably go back to school. Because I grew up in a poor kid. So school wasn't ever really very attainable in the early days. But I'm interested in learning all sorts of stuff. So we're going to do geometric art in Canva, which is pretty accessible. You can do this along with me if you guys want to. Or you could just go use the link and start your free trial and browse through. I also have a bunch of these. Let's check out these classes that I already have saved. This one right here looks really interesting. I'm always trying to improve my YouTube game. So I'm going to take this one, how to create irresistible YouTube thumbnails with Canva. Looks a bit like Udemy or other online course sites. I haven't tried any of the other online course sites, but yes, they've been around since 2010. Kind of started in that same space of just trying to make accessible education. Yeah, you'd build shit all day long, honestly. That's your dream? Yeah. If you won the lottery, absolutely. Yeah, I think it really actually kind of fits the Twitch space really well. On the surface, it's kind of like, but once you start doing it, there's like, look, YouTube success, script, shoot, and edit with a successful YouTuber. teaching the course. Great graphic design, create emotional gripping typographic art. I'm interested in doing that course for helping to improve some of my merch or getting new ideas on my merch lines that I create. When I became a content creator, I didn't realize that I would have to learn all of this stuff on my own. Graphic design, marketing, voice acting, video editing, audio editing, like all kinds of, I have to be like an audio engineer and a computer genius. I'm sure that there's like HTML coding and, you know, CSS and all kinds of stuff like that too. It's so cool. DaVinci, I just started DaVinci Resolve for video editing. Drax also is enjoying the world of audio editing. Yeah, Mac, take a look. And you guys, please use my link. Like I said, helps me out, and it's all part of this little fun promo. Do you guys want to do one of these classes with me? Oh, there's another one for hold on. There's another one that I'm gonna do. iPhone filmmaking. This one looks really interesting. Speak your truth, mindful content creation for YouTube, like kind of how to create mindful stuff that is meaningful and impactful. Drawing with scissors. This one was interesting. It's like basically crafting, basically like making art with like physical paper cutouts and then transferring it into digital patterns and stuff. But it's using Adobe Illustrator, which I'm trying to get away from the Adobe suite right now. So I don't know if I'm going to take this course, but it looked really cool. The YouTube script writing one, really interested. How to start and grow your YouTube channel. Look at, he's holding up his like gold and silver YouTube awards. I mean, I'm really interested in learning from people who are successful, you know? It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's really cool, Rich. It's super awesome. Based on your tinkering, you're convinced that no one really understands CSS, Buckma. Wait, you don't want to teach a class, Buckma? Yes. It really does work. Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, 100%. I'm excited. There was another one. There was another course on here that I bookmarked that was for, oh yeah, see, look, DaVinci Resolve, video editing workflow and film industry with DaVinci Resolve. I don't know if I'm going to get really far into color grading and all that, but I do want to I want to take all the DaVinci Resolve tutorials. Hold on. Maybe I didn't bookmark it. Oh yeah, I already started it. I think that's why. This one's really cool. See, I already started like 4 lessons. This one, songwriting. The songwriting one looks really cool. I actually think I'm going to do this. This is lovely woman from Iceland. She's so soft-spoken and so kind sounding. And she's kind of talking you through the idea of creating a song every day and writing a song every day, and making it fun and not scary. So part of 2023 too, I want to get back to playing the ukulele every day and writing songs. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to try to spend one month. I think I'm going to try just for 1 month straight of writing a song every day. It's a big thing to try to make it all year, but I'm going to take that and try to do that as well. This one is all about finding your true voice when you're speaking and singing. It's really cool. But we're going to do one. This one that I started, removing the white parts. This is really cool. This is creating digital art from a physical painting. So you basically teaches you how to take like a piece of paper and take a photo from your computer, and you do like outlines or art around the photo, and then you take the paper, and I've only done 2 parts of this lesson, so I'm not done with it. But you like take the paper, you take a picture of the paper that you've painted on, and then you digitally transfer that into DaVinci Resolve, and then you use it. You like remove the white background of the paper, and you can use it as art inside of the DaVinci Resolve. It's so cool.
That onto the paper. Now go to
Look at
this little triangle and select Open Effects Overlay. This makes sure we can see what we're doing.
I just want you guys to see this.
Go to Effects in the Inspector window and pick the eyedropper and drag a little bit of the paper. Now we still can see some edges.
It's so cool.
We're going to go to Key Adjustments and drag the...
So this right here, he painted this. This is on a piece of paper. On a physical piece of paper. He's like creating the art in real life, and he used her frame and he painted around her, and now he's transferred it over to the digital space. It's so cool. You use GIMP for graphics. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Is it like graphical image milk pods? Open source Photoshop. Okay, Gabby. Free. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. This is really cool, though.
Chroma tolerance, just a big back till you lose those edges. Yeah, the edges are gone. A cool thing you can do now is change the color. If you want, go to the color tab and to this color wheel.
This is inside DaVinci Resolve.
Here you can change the hue, make it purple, blue, whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now you want to make a new compound clip.
It's so dope. So cool. It's just cool to see how it started. And it's a really cool way to make original artwork, bring original artwork into your like YouTube videos and your and your shit. Your cool shit. We summoned Beards. Beards has been summoned. Hello, Beard. All right. Does anybody in chat have Canva? Are you guys familiar with Canva? I use Canva for like everything. I love Canva too so much. I design my merch in Canva. I do all of my stream graphics in Canva, my profile picture, all of my YouTube thumbnails are Canva, all of my announcement posters are in Canva, everything. I have Canva Pro, which helps because you get like the licensing as well when you're doing merchandising and things like that. But you can do this in the free version. I think this woman is using the free version as well, so it's very accessible. So let's go through and see, so you guys can see kind of the workflow and how the classes are structured. You sign up and then you immediately have access to the entire library. It's not like there's tiers or different levels, like a silver level and a bronze and gold and whatever. You have access to the entire Skillshare library. So I just went through and browsed, and as you can see, there's like all kinds of stuff. There's like film, like screenwriting, creative writing, film and video, fine art, where it's literally like in-depth art tutorials, really, really cool shit. UI and UX design, web development, marketing, leadership and management, productivity and lifestyle. There's a ton of stuff like getting organized. There's one I'm going to take that's, what was it, Drax? I was reading it to you earlier. Oh, fuck. It's some organization workflow that Drax already uses. He's like, yeah, you should take that. I think I'm going to take that one. I might have bookmarked it. Anyway, so you find the shit that you want to do. It's really cool. You can save it. You can organize yourself a little bit. You can use a calendar, add it to your calendar. Is there one about maintaining a reasonable sleep schedule? I don't think so. Maybe. There might be. Let's go look and see. Sleep. There is. Meditative bedtime routine. Mindful patterns and affirmations for better sleep. Mac. Oh, that's awesome. There's one, bedroom interior design for better sleep. That's fun. Sleep meditations. Fall asleep fast and sleep better with 7 guided sleep meditations. Oh my Lord. Gentle bedtime yoga for better sleep. I mean, it's there. It's there. All right, let's go to my classes. All my saved classes. And let's go to this one. Josephine Tendo is the instructor's name. Is that good?
Hi, and welcome to this course on creating geometric art with Canva. My name is Josephine, and I'll be an instructor for the course. The main purpose of this course is to teach your mind to think freely about design and to not just explore and...
Can you guys hear okay? I'm excited. We're going to make some art in Canva today.
remove any mental blocks that you may have around design, and also to train your eye to know
bit.
what looks good when it comes to design. By the end of this course, you should be comfortable using the colors tool, the copy tool, the transparency tool, as well as the shapes tool to create different kinds of designs. And if you're completely new to Canva, don't worry about it. I have a free course called Canva Basics that teaches you the A to Z of getting started with Canva. So without further ado, let's get started creating geometric art with Canva.
I can turn it up on my end. Could be too, oh wow. Chat, is it too loud?
There are 3 main concepts that we're going to explore as we go through this course. The first one is symmetry and asymmetry, which deals with how things line up within a design. The second is negative space, which is any blank space that you leave intentionally in a design, and we'll see the effects that it can have on a design.
So I just want to point out too, you can actually, if you're not comfortable with how fast the course is going, you can make it faster and slower. So if you encounter an instructor that you need to slow down to better understand, or if they're speaking quicker than you're used to learning, you can half the speed to 0.5x. Hi, Wayne. Yeah, we're learning stuff in Canva. It's so cool. And then you can also speed it up if you're like, okay, I'm like, I need a faster pace. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. We're taking a small break from Project Zomboid and learning a little bit, and then we're going to go back into Project Zomboid.
The third one is contrast, which is something that we usually use for emphasis. Now, contrast can come in terms of shape, in terms of color, or in terms of size. Don't worry about memorizing this concept right now. I have a PDF attached to this course that you can use as a reference. All right, let's jump into the project.
And a lot of the courses too have course material that you can download and kind of keep forever. So if you end up like if you do a free trial and you want to reference the material, then you can have it. It's not like a only attached to the login information, which is kind of cool. Pretty accessible. We're creating geometric art with Canva today. Yeah, taking a break from zombie projects. We're changing the headlights and the taillights out in cars. In Project Zomboid, we're learning how to cook with tomato paste and stale tomatoes in Project Zomboid. And we're also breaking down furniture in PZ right now. And then we're just going to take a break and do some geometric art in Canva. It all fits.
For our class project, go ahead and jump into Canva and pick 2 shapes and a maximum of 3 colors and just play with them in different combinations.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking that I might want to go like this, and I might want to go like this, and I might want to go like this, and I might want to go like this. Let's see if we can do this side by side. Canva! Where are you, Canva? There you are.
And different styles to see what designs you can come up with. Remember, the point of this is just to unblock your mind when it comes to design and just play, think freely. It's really supposed to be a fun exercise, okay? If you feel like making it challenging, go ahead and set yourself 15 minutes to create a design and create up to 3 designs. You'll be surprised at what you can come up with. So I've already created 3 designs and I'm going to walk you through them and kind of give you a bit of what I was thinking about as I created them. So let's jump into the project.
All right. Do you guys think I should change to like the art directory real quick instead of PZ and then come back? Buckma's like, should you change directory? I've seen a couple people do this.
Select a circle. Now automatically
do this in their streams, and I didn't see anybody change, but.
All right, welcome to our first project. So I've gone ahead and opened up a social media file because for this you don't really need any specific dimensions. Let me first of all rename it so that I know exactly what it is. So I'll just rename this Geometric Art Project. I think that's good enough. And we're done. So like I said in the intro of this course, we're going to be limiting ourselves to 2 shapes and a maximum of 3 colors. So for this first project, what I'm going to
So her voice got a little quieter.
play with, first of all, let's play with a circle and a line.
You think art or chatting? Okay. Let's see here. All right. All right. Project Zomboid, peeps, fire up your Canva. We'll be back to PZ in a minute. Okay, nobody can get mad at me now. I'm gonna turn her up a little bit.
So I'll just go over here to the far left to my elements and move over to.
And my lines don't look like this, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anybody else's lines look like this, but we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do this lines.
First of all, let me pick a line. So as you can see, Canva gives you a variety of different kinds of lines and arrows and what have you.
Yeah, I know.
But I just want to play.
We're just going to do a plain line. Okay. I have brought in my plain line.
So right off the bat, I'm thinking this line is a little bit thick for me. So what I'm going to do is if I click over here on this one of the corner handles and drag inwards, it creates a much thinner line. I think I like this,
awesome.
the thickness of that. And then I can click on one of these ones at the side and stretch it out to a completely different length. And I'll stretch it out all the way across the page and to the point that it even bleeds off until it's centered like that. So whenever you see these purple lines appearing, it means your object is centered. So right now it's centered from left to right. I might as well move it and center it up and down as well, right there. So now my line is perfectly centered on this line, kind of like a.
I'm not going to do it exactly the same as her.
Let me move over back to my elements and go over to my shapes. And I will select a circle. Now automatically it will come in as a black circle, which I don't really want. So first I'll make it smaller. And then what I'm going to do is I'll change the color to something like, let's go with red. Quite nice, happy and vibrant. So yeah, I like that. So let's
do a square.
And again, let me place it in.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, that's a cool idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this line and
the audio just went a little bit crazy.
And I'm going to copy it
A little bit.
with up here on the top right, you can see the word copy. What I'm going to do is copy it a few times, like maybe, let's see, I'll copy it maybe 3 times. 2, 3.
I'm listening to
So
what
it's
she's
created for
saying,
me 3 lines
but I
like this.
kind of want
So
to
what I'll
do my own
is
thing.
I'll first select this one.
But I'm gonna do
Reposition
some of
it
the
so
same
that
techniques
it's back
though.
in the center, and then I'm gonna click on this little
Copy
button that
it.
looks like it's a recycling button, and but what it does is it rotates my object. So I'm gonna rotate that like that, and then I don't want it
cool.
to cross over my red circle. So what I'm gonna do is click on arrange and move it back, so that places it behind my red dot. So yeah, so I'll do the same thing for these other 2.
I'm a rebel. I'm not doing what she's doing. She's only showing an example.
And now that I look at it, I think I'm gonna actually delete this
This looks very
this
90s,
fourth
what
line,
I'm
'cause I
making.
don't actually know where to place it.
This is mine over
Okay,
here
so
behind
that's
me.
looking interesting so far.
I don't like this
What
color.
I could do now is maybe go ahead and let's see what happens if I copy this circle as well. Just once. Reposition it. I'm going to make it bigger and place it back in the center. But what I'm going to do is now I'm going to change the color to something more, let's say, mustard yellow.
I think if I hold
Because
shift.
that's another color that I like.
If you're changing the size of
something
a
like
square
that.
or
Looks
something,
golden.
you can hold
So
shift
that's
in
something
Canva
different, but
and
now it's covering up my red dot, which kind of beats
We'll
the
keep
purpose.
it.
So again, I'm gonna, but I don't know. Maybe I don't think I like that very much. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna delete that circle because I like the simplicity of this. The thing I like about this particular design is the lines are pointing down to the red circle, and the fact that the circle is red, it automatically draws your eye to the center. And the reason something like this is really good in design is it automatically draws your attention. So if there was something else in your design that you really wanted to bring attention to, it would come immediately to the center, or even just on its own as like a cool t-shirt design. I think
Oh,
that
really?
would
You
work
wanna
really
do your
well.
own thing?
Maybe what I can do is play around with
Imagine.
the colors of the lines. Let's see what happens if I change this to
Imagine.
let's say this dark gray right here, and I think I want to make it a darker gray.
I really like
Like
that.
that.
I really like what she's talking about with the drawing your eye to the center. And I think that it's also, my eye is drawn also because of the shapes. Do you guys agree? Because it's kind of like, it's almost like, what do you call it? Like a horizon, like it's like a road. It's what she's created, like a little circle at the end of like a vanishing point. Yeah. Vanishing point. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I think I like that. And when you're changing colors, you have the option to change all your colors that are black from black to that gray you've selected. So I'll just go ahead and click that. So I automatically change the other 2 colors. So yeah, I like the look of this. And yeah, voila, just as simple as
Voila.
a red dot and a few gray lines, and I have a piece of art. It's abstract. That's the end of that. That's how easy it is.
Easy.
So
Let's do another
the
one.
thing I like about this particular piece is it's pretty much symmetrical. Everything is centered. Everything is proportional
This
to
is
each
mine.
other. So whichever way you look at it, you could fold this piece of, if it was a piece of paper, you'd fold it in half, and so this design is a good example of playing with symmetry, and it's also a good example of playing with color contrast because like the red just completely stands out from the almost black lines and the white background. It
You know, I
immediately
like a
captures
brighter
your
red.
attention, and that's the power of playing
Little
with
bit brighter
contrast when
red.
you're designing something. All right, cool. So
Everything is centered, symmetrical. If you've seen my
all right, here we're in design 2. I'm going
if
to
you've seen my Valheim design ideas, you know that I don't like symmetry. Do you guys see mine? Molly's is not symmetrical. But I kind of created it. I created like a shadow. It almost looks like a shadow behind the red square now. With my original square was like it's like a bright cyan, but I made it dark. So it looks like a shadow. I like it. It's very nice. This also looks like a 90s movie theater carpet design. Like this would be on top of turquoise. Like here, let's do the background. Hold on. You're going to see it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. This is very 90s. Okie doke. Let's get back to the lesson here real quick.
Stick with the exact same colors and with the...
Is anybody else following along? Now, where's your next career? Retro carpet designer? Honestly. Kids play center carpet. Exactly.
exact same shapes. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to click on my circle. That's a large circle, so I'm going to make it smaller.
Let's do something circular.
Like really small like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and place it dead center like this. And I'll first of all change the color.
She did a square.
Back to my gray, because I kind of like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my circle and I'm going to copy it quite a few times. So let me just go ahead and do that.
Okay, let's change the color.
And now I can reposition my circles so that they line up.
How did you do that?
Straight line, just like this.
Wait.
Like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my circle and I'm going to copy it quite a few times.
Oh, she just did Control V a bunch of times.
So let me just go ahead and do that. And now I can reposition my circle.
I think that if I do, hold on. I want to, let's do like a purple. Oops. Let's copy this bad boy. There we go. Doing it!
So that they line up in a straight line, just like this.
Wine, you know.
Right. So right now we're seeing that my circles are pretty much in a straight line, but we have a bit of a gap here that we don't have here. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to click and drag over all of them. And with that, I can actually go ahead and scale
This is really
them,
fun. This is just playing.
and then just play around with their position until it's dead center. Now this here is again is a good example of playing with symmetry. So right now it looks kind of interesting, but then there isn't anything really that's capturing my attention. Now this is where I want to play with color contrast.
I'm gonna do a
So I'm
square.
gonna go and just, let's say, pick this circle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the color to red, and boom. Immediately that gives you so much interest, because now your eye is immediately drawn to this circle.
Oh,
and
cool.
you're like,
I like
why
that.
is that circle there? The way I imagine it, it's like those ads that you see where like it's a bunch of black umbrellas and this one red umbrella, and it's like stand out from the crowd. This is kind of the same idea behind it. So yeah, that's kind of the power of playing with colors and color contrast.
Look like they're not
So
quite...
let me introduce a line just for interest.
There we go.
And then I think I'll just place it somewhere like this at the bottom. So now that makes it look even more interesting, yeah? But now,
I like it.
Here, what I want to do is play with the positioning of your objects. Now, how far forward an object is or how far back it is actually has an impact on your design. So right now the line is running across the top of every single thing. But what if I went to my red circle, clicked it? If you go up here to arrange and click.
So I'm trying to go into the spirit of what she's teaching, the spirit of like playing and learning through playing, right? But at the same time, I'm paying attention. I want to see what she's saying as well. So
forward,
stop playing a minute.
And just keep clicking forward, and look, it just came to the very top. That there makes it stand out even more, because it's looking like all these other people are held by this one black barrier and they can't get through. And
okay, so I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see a little bit better what she's doing. So if you look,
it's clicking forward
here,
and look, it just up here to arrange and click forward, and just keep clicking forward.
So this is a little bit of a different version of Canva, which I think is why I was so confused about how her lines look so different. But in the current version of Canva, you actually do, you go to position. So if I had, hold on. So if I had like a bunch of these like this, and then I had a line here. she did a line. And I had it in the back. It would be position. So I have this positioned here. And then she's bringing this position forward, 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 forward. So that's kind of what she's talking about there. So all of the circles are behind her line right now. She's using that to kind of, as she's saying, kind of making it look like everything's being held back. And,
Forward,
have the one.
and look, it just came to the very top. That there
Very
makes it
one.
stand out even more because it's looking like all these other people are held by this one black barrier and they can't get through, and this red guy is just like, no, I will not be held back. You see how you can begin to have fun with this and begin to add personality to a design just by playing around with contrast like this.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm quite happy with this, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that because it's very simple, it's very minimalist, and it immediately captures your attention. So yeah, with that, let's move on to design number 3.
Design number 3. Hold on, I'm not done with my
Okay.
design. Hold on. Is her name Josephine? She's too fast. Okay. Go away. Control Z. Okay. Oops. There we go. I think this is good, except I don't think this. Okay. I like it. Okay. We may continue.
So here we are in design 3. Again, I'm going to play with my exact same shapes, but in this one, I want to really play around with asymmetry and I want to play around with differences in sizes. So once again, here's our line. This time, I think I'm going to leave it to be quite thick.
Okay. I want to pick a line this time, and I'm going to try to do something that goes through the center.
So what I'll just do is stretch it out across the page because I think that's interesting. But
That's what I did.
Moving it in the center, how about I drop it about a third of the way down the page? That's beginning to look interesting already, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah. And now just for kicks, all my previous lines
So
have
fun.
been black. So how about I just change this one to red this time? And it's like, okay, now that's beginning to look interesting.
I want to do a different shape.
This is now a good example of asymmetry because if you see the top half, it's about 2/3 of the picture and the bottom is about a third of the way. Playing around with those weird proportions just gives you some visual interest, and it usually works best if you work in thirds or threes. With that principle in mind, what I'm going to do is bring in
thirds or
3 circles.
threes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'll just move it over here, and what I'm going to do is change it to
Ugavisk.
gray. Yeah.
Ugavisk, we are doing a brief ad for Skillshare. If you want a free 30-day trial, go ahead and check it out. Chat, click that link if you want to check it out. It is no obligation 30 days. You can learn all kinds of skills, and we're learning some graphic design in Canva right now. If you've never used Canva, it is basically graphic design, art, print, shop, one-stop shop for your kind of layman's graphic design.
Then what I can do is
quite
just
awesome
expand
designs.
it a little bit, and then even have it bleed off the page a bit. Yeah, that's already making it look interesting.
Ooh, I like that.
Let's say we bring the transparency down to about 80%. Now that creates a different effect, doesn't it? Yeah. So what I can do now is create a copy of this circle.
Triangle.
Like this. Move it over, let's say
Triangle.
to the other side. And then what I'm going to do is actually make it quite a bit smaller than the original
You're gonna make
one.
a giant triangle.
And maybe just have it on the bottom side like this. But now instead of having it over the red line, I want to have it behind the red line. So I'm going to arrange it and move it back. That's different, isn't it? So again, this almost now looks like you're playing
That's
with balance.
different.
So let's see. Let's just for kicks.
I like
let's
this.
Add another circle. So I'll just copy this. This one, what I can
Change
do with
the
it is let me
color.
make it dead center with this line.
Let's actually
As you can see,
do
it's even
gray.
intersecting with a bigger circle. Yeah. And what I can do is make it just the medium size actually between the two and center it again just like that. But now just for kicks.
Oh, I can
let's
play with the
turn it to
opacity.
our mustard. Now I want to arrange it so that the line is going over the yellow circle, but still behind the gray circle. Because
How?
remember when we said the position
How does she know that those are the colors that I like? The grays and the yellow. This lady, she knows. I think I want to do some triangles. But I think I want to take and make it smaller. And maybe, hey, oh, there we go. Let's do yellow just like she did. I like this. Kind of looks like mountains almost.
of your elements has an impact, yeah? So let's see what that
Heck
does.
yeah, Skillshare.
So that brings the gray circle over it, and then that
I'm
brings the
designing
red
retro
line over
carpets.
it. Now, if I can just go back just a little bit, back to where we were. Can you see the difference in when the yellow is over the gray versus how it looks
That's
when
really cool.
the gray is over the yellow? That's a completely different effect altogether. So this is why it's a good idea to play around with the positioning of your objects. Now remember, again, I want my focus to be the red line over the yellow. So I'll just go ahead and click back one more
Play
time.
this position.
Then let's see what happens if I go back to this big gray circle. If I click arrange and send it back, now it's behind the red line, which is not exactly where I want it to be. So this is becoming interesting. Sometimes you have to play around with these things a few times before it suddenly begins to make sense. So let's bring it back forward so that it's over the gray like that. And yeah, this is beginning to look interesting. But now there's this weird white space over here that I think doesn't make that much sense. So what I can do with this gray circle is let's make it bigger, and then not that big, not as big as this other one, still smaller, and then still bring it.
I'm gonna put this
over here
behind.
like this.
Yep.
Yeah, and just for cakes, let's arrange it and bring it forward. There we go. Let's see what happens if we bring this forward once. No, that doesn't quite work. And a lot of this sometimes is trial and error for you to get the
What
exact
if I
look that you
do
want.
this?
At this point, it's beginning to almost look like we have some kind of weird solar system situation going on.
Does look like a
just
solar
to complete
system.
This weird
That's what I was
white
thinking.
space. I'm going to draw another circle. Just copy this one. Make it much smaller. And just send it right there. And for kicks, I will leave it gray. Just so that the yellow one stands
I
out.
like how she put
Yeah?
they're
Yeah,
like
I think I like how that's looking.
overlapping
It's weird.
in
It doesn't make sense, but then at the
transparency,
same time, I like how
too.
it looks. And that's the joy of playing around with some of these things. It doesn't need to make absolute sense. It just needs to look good to your eye. And to me, this looks good. And while we're talking about this, let's talk about negative space. Do you see all of this white space that we have up here? This
Yes.
is what we call negative space. This is where we don't have anything going on in our design. In this case, it helps for you to focus your attention on the lower 2/3 of this. This is where the design is. But also, if you do want to add text, a good idea would be to place your text somewhere over here because it's blank. The fact that there's so much blank space up here forces
really
you to look
good.
down. And then the fact that we have descending sizes of circles, it forces your eyes along a certain path. So yeah, that's it for all our projects. And yeah, go ahead and create your own. I hope these inspired you. I would love to see yours. And while we're talking about sharing, when you're done with your designs, you can just go ahead up here to the top right and click on download. You can leave it as a PNG, so that way it's high quality. So just go ahead and download them. It will download as a zip file, which is fine. You can just always unzip it. And yeah, share your designs with us. I would love to see them because I think it's just a fun thing to do.
Skillshare design. What day is it? The 19th of March. Oh, the audio mixing is a little.
I hope you enjoyed creating
I
those
enjoyed
designs
it.
with
Thank
me.
you.
Here are a few more tips and tricks that can help you as you go through your designs. One, play around with the opacity tool, which
Play around the opacity tool. That's what she was doing. She was playing around with the opacity tool. Molly is the one of these kids is doing her own thing. Listen, I think that the point of it was not to directly copy her, right? The point was to learn how to play and let your mind kind of just play a little bit. I think I'm very good at playing, Drax. We're going to upload this to the class. Create project. Project title. I think that's what we were supposed to do. Yeah, creating geometric art in Canva. So let's do this. Let's download it. What do you guys think of our designs? I like it. I think, again, one of the reasons why I think this is so cool is because I lost my job, right? My real job. I became a streamer. And all of a sudden I had all of these things I didn't know how to do. I was an aviation professional. I know how to look up federal regulations. You know, I know how to work with the, safety boards and annual safety meeting minutes for FAA requirements and FARs and all that. But I didn't know how to like design my own merch or, work on my audio or edit videos in DaVinci. And Skillshare really is like fucking cool. You can learn all kinds of shit. It's really, really cool. I'm sure that's brand safe. It's so cool. So it kind of fills in the blanks for your, your knowledge, your skills. We're going to download these now and we're going to do the project stuff. Download. Let's do page 1. Let me see. Let's just save this in the downloads folder. Skillshare. Skillshare design, number 1. Did anybody else follow along at home? Anybody else follow along at home? I don't think I want to do transparent background. Okay, cool. Do this. Drax. I want to see your designs. Oh, 2. You sent me 2? Okay, sweet. I think that's a DM. Well, we will not dox my DMs. 1 second. We'll do page number 3. I think 3 is my favorite because those are colors that I've used actually in my merch before. My 2 favorite colors. I can see too how that was like a good exercise to kind of get me out of my brain. And I like them. I like them. Mine turned into a Discord bot somehow. Back. All right. So choose a photo that represents your project. Let's do. Can we do 3 of them? Open. Can I not do the full thing? Aw. Probably this will be good. Add more content. And we're going to add all 3 of them. Awesome. Awesome. I wish this one would have let me upload the full image, but that's cute. And this is called, what is this called? Intro Geometric Art with Canva. Molly's project. What is our instructor's name? Josephine Tendo. Molly's project from Josephine Tendo's Geometric Art with Canva. That's it. Geometric art. Etsy. So I'm going to X that one off probably. There we go. Load all tags. Or not. That's good. How do I submit it? Publish. Publish. Hello, hello. Hi, Technotone.
Which is also called the
We are
transparency
doing...
tool. It can give you interesting combinations.
We're doing a project through Skillshare. This is a sponsored segment of the stream. We switched over to Just Chatting. Hello, Just Chatting. We're going back to Project Zomboid here in a little bit, but took a little break from our daily routine. So Skillshare is, I've got a link for you guys, for the community to use to get a month free for Skillshare. You can do all kinds of things, everything from cooking to YouTube editing to marketing, leadership skills. We found a class on how to sleep better, how to create mindful practice around your sleeping schedule, and there's all kinds of stuff. I've got a couple courses in here. I'm gonna do the create irresistible YouTube thumbnails with Canva. Great graphic design, create emotional gripping typographic art. That one looks really cool too. That one might involve
expressive, colorful, and demands attention.
yes.
And I've worked with clients such as Instagram, Refinery 29, Adobe, and Converse. So I discovered my passion for graphic design when I was 12 years old.
This looks really
I spent
good.
a lot.
I love it. I love it. I love learning more about graphic design, and kind of, it's all new to me. So whenever I can find courses like this, I am soaking it all in. And these are some of the original artwork that the students have uploaded. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Skillshare was kind enough to sponsor this segment of the stream today. So we're just going through and talking about it. This is a successful YouTuber. Marcus Brownlee, I think is how we say his name. Script, edit, and shoot. Shoot and edit. YouTubes. More YouTube stuff. You can see the direction that my brain is going. Songwriting, Technotone. There's a songwriting, a couple of them, like finding your voice. I'm on lesson 2 of that one. Kind of letting yourself relax into like who you are. This one here with Andy J. Pizza. I don't know how he says his name. We should find out. It's probably Pizza or Pizza. He's talking about finding your unique creative expression, like your style, kind of finding your style, talking about how to find your style, whether it's in music or art or movies or what it is, fashion, just like finding you and embracing that. It's really cool. There's a bunch of really, really cool classes in here, and you can try everything. Like I said, the 30-day trial will give you access to all of the entire Skillshare library. So it's not like limited, which I thought was really cool. We're going to listen to Josephine wrap up this class. It'll be
I hope
lovely.
you enjoyed creating those designs with me. Here are a few more tips and tricks that can help you as you go through your designs. 1, play around with the opacity tool, which is also called the transparency tool. It can give you interesting combinations of colors that you were not expecting without you having to add extra colors, which is why it's a good idea to keep your colors to a maximum of 3. My second tip is to try placing your shapes.
That's a really cool tip that I didn't know about before this, is trying to keep your colors to a maximum of 3. I think about that when I was learning how to design merch, because of like cost, which I don't think it's the same as traditional merch necessarily the way I'm doing it through Fourth Wall, but like the idea in the back of my head is like less colors is cheaper, but bless me, just design wise, that's cool.
in somewhere that isn't that obvious. For example, instead of placing your circle right in the middle, maybe you could place it a bit to the left or a bit to the right, or even in one corner. An interesting tip is to even let it bleed off the page completely so that it's just a portion of the circle that we can see. Another thing to think about is the order in which you stack your objects in your design can have an effect on what the overall design looks like. For example, the corner of a triangle cutting into a circle will look completely different than if the circle is in front of the triangle and the triangle tip seems to be cut off. So go ahead and play with that and see what you can come up with. And my final tip is just have fun with this. There's no wrong way to do this. There's no right way to do this. The point, remember, is to just open your mind and train your eye to see what looks good. I hope you've enjoyed this class. Remember, the whole point of this was to just have fun and to unblock your mind creatively. So if ever you feel stuck with a design, just go ahead and do the same exact exercise over and over again. Trust me, you'd be surprised at how much you can learn over time. In upcoming classes, we're going to build on these concepts with things like text and images to help you create even more well-rounded designs for your social media and all your marketing efforts. So until then, bye-bye.
Very cool. We got little class certificates too, guys. Did you see that? Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, isn't it cool? Technotone, it's so good. It's really, really cool. I'm going to be sharing my stuff that I'm creating in the Creative Humans. I'll put it in Discord too. Let me go get Drax's. So Drax Fantastic followed along at home. If anybody else followed along at home, shoot me a DM and let me know. And we shall see. Excuse me. I'm going to. Oh, I like him, Drax. Am I allowed to share? Am I allowed to share, Drax? Put the music back on. You're learning how to make a podcast. See you later. Okay, see you later. That's awesome. Okay, this is Drax's. These are 2 of his 3 designs that he made. Oh, and you played with the opacity tool too. I like that. Kind of tucked it in and around the line. That's really cool. Yes, share. See you later. Okay. That's awesome. So now, wait. So now if we go to this, hold on. Let's see if our art is there. Hey, it's there! Look, Molly Lynn! That's me! That's kind of cool. So these are the ones that I made, guys. Oh, that's all fucked up. Because I couldn't see it very well. Edit? Edit project. Edit this one. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe that'll work. Publish. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm stoked. This was super easy. Really super fun. What else would you guys be interested in seeing if they have? They have lifestyle, freelance and entrepreneurship, interior design, tips for designing your home, which is cool. Air fryer desserts. Yum. There's other language as well, which is great. Besides English, because you guys know what? English isn't the only language. It's pretty awesome. Oh, there's actually other language learning courses too. This is cool. Spanish for beginners, a complete method, level 1. Learn anything with flashcards, the ultimate guide to Anki. Oh man, plants at home, uplift your spirits. Oh,
I really don't know if there's a way to truly capture the beautiful lushness of walking into
I love
a green space, it just feels good. It feels good for the body, it feels good for the mind, it feels good for the spirit.
Yes. Plants at home, greening up your space with Christopher
Hello,
Griffin.
my name is Christopher, also known as Plant Queen.
Plant
I
Queen.
use he, she,
Okay.
and they pronouns, and I am the plant parent to over 160 plants. Today's class is about using plants as a
This is
tool
great.
to not only green up your space, but to also uplift your life.
I love this. I saved this class. I'm definitely doing this. Drax, we're getting more plants, by the way. You still have music reading flashcards you made? I'm still bad sight reader. It happens. And that's one of the things too that I think is really important to remember is we all learn in different ways, right? We learn by sometimes listening, sometimes doing. That's why I love these like hands-on projects that you can actually like follow along that are entry level. I feel like for me, doing at the same time really helps to cement the concepts into my brain. It's really cool. And like I said, this kind of stuff is really fun for like my heart and soul, right? And just creating balance in my living space. But like that Canva shit, like this kind of stuff is going to help me create motion graphics for, you know, my YouTube videos, or create kind of, you know, graphic art for my t-shirt designs, or, you know, give my Patreon, you know, members some custom swag. I don't know, like this stuff is gonna be invaluable, learning this kind of stuff and learning how to do DaVinci Resolve. I'm so stoked about it. So you guys should give it a try. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this segment of the stream. I appreciate it. I am very impressed with this product. I know, yes, exactly. Hooray! That was my very first sponsored stream too, guys. So yay. So yay. It's very awesome. This is a really cool product. It's not the last time I'll be talking about Skillshare. We do have a panel. The panel in the stream is going to live there for 30 days. So it will be active for 30 days. So you guys will have time to come back and click that. You'll have time to come back and click it at your leisure. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Am I still alive? Thanks, bot. It's two of them. It's two at the same time. So that's Skillshare. Do you guys have questions about it? I tried to learn up. Hold on. Changing us back into Project Zomboid. For when one link isn't enough. Exactly. Lobster! I was talking to Lobster about this before. Here we go. Hold on. All right.